Kaufman of the day tapos team Milo MFM bali provide them Milo this afternoon. Thank you to mas director. Welcome him you and team and give him now time leave lab lo provide them short update lo agenda em.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you, Thomas, for invitation. Because I can join all discussions. We will start from morning finish discussion na ya. I think we must apologize. We will current invitation late. We can say we will not prepare many formal presentation. However, lo afternoon ya basically we will want them story ano mo lo some work we will start making lo yumi lo Ministry of Finance. Lo try pusum ting lo digital transformation. We government mi stop talk about plan de we mi department lo communications mo digital transformation uli stop pusum with the office pro prime minister. Pami tala mo se government mi biggest business lo Vanuatu. So suppose we yumi provide more services play yumi ko online, then by mi save entice all individuals, small nara businesses too, only come online. Only use small different payment platforms we start. Lo last year, lo time lo public service day, lo tana, you may been roll them out. You may been pilot them usage lo all mobile wallet, lo site lo DSA mo impress. Lo government workers we only been kotaan lo PAC day lo tana. So you may been use quick pay lo time ya. May been got discussions with them kata lo digital with them Vodafone, but may no been able to use all platform lo kata, but may able to use lo quick pay and you may been try them out. You may look say me work. I think one big challenge na me basically lo that change from cash equal one mobile wallet. I think hemena me full up man only reluctant yet lo. Kasi mi lo finance tayo mi talem so okay you want them mi pem impress blue or DSA blue lo equal phone blue. All kata still want them mi pem lo check. Only like him check dim lo you mi transfer him directly equal phone number blue. I think hemena mi biggest challenge blue me. Even full of something also even director blame lo DCTD but mi talem example blame one DSA blame ya stop mi talem se mi blame directly ko account blame mi pat lo digital transformation ya beno tetelomoni mas mega mi mas ko karamot lo plus plus salary kam mi sign em backen lo li printing check blame lo li kim blame so mi fashion blame mi tu kasi mi talk about use lo all digital money all kind something also be you must change him mentality blame. So lo plan lo mi lo roll them out lo maybe lo July lo every impress we only apply from lo FAT mo lo santo ba mi use all the different triple mobile wallets we have available start na quick pay my cash with them vatu sema call sem all DSA lo mekem say mean karche you got some at least you got some funds is inside lo all mobile wallets play you. Got a few a few challenges na hemi all man only want them say by only withdraw all funds pro that you may transfer me ko. But I think how you miss try and karcha any all suppliers play me or clients play me too blowly accept them blow. Only receive payment lo services or products lo kata through lo all mobile wallet tu. Na hemi that's why also mi vla sa try plo you force him every month plo ligolo. Use small mobile money. You putum fancy konchait lo wallet plo you karemi go one bus driver or one taxi boat mi provide service lo you ask him plo you transfer him fare plo you ikolo phone ble him no. Then by you mi pusu mol man blo only sabe use multi different wallets will stop. I think hemi work lo yumi wo yumi start making lo site lo outgoing payments. Also mi talem challenge play mina ini play yumi convince him yumi all public servants play yumi accept them blo yumi pem DSA mo impress through lo aita lo kata different wallets will stop ya. But otherwise lo site lo all services lo government department hemi stop work with them, especially you lo DCTT lo you try and come up with them some options. Naya we stop you stop receiving planted all payments all services lo government woli all manually make them transfer directly all bank accounts lo you. The one big challenge where you start facing na ya hemi reconciliation plo all payments plo all services ya. Manage plo mi Henry West Town lo team blame before all kata likat lo site lo revenue boli ko out oli visiting more line agencies plo oli collecting all outstanding revenue all kind something also. Now ya team blame mi 100% lo time oli spend them inside the office no mo blo oli staff reconcile them. All funds will come through all bank accounts pro government. So hemi one biggest challenge me. So I make semi vlay mas go through lo one designing one new system lo site lo all sales items play me. So working now you me time when me vlay start working me go me vlay look say no mighty katsam narula something backen plo make him. So I make say Diplomi ulit developen one minusa lo tok lo kata lo IT man middleware no nem and hemi now hemi plo make him say system plo yumi lo kafman hemi tok with them one nara agency with them one nara agency so isabe tok lo 3 different institutions one something also so we make him say time where you make a one payment lo system plo yumi lo finance yumi sabe reconcile but tell say okay hemi plo let's say one birth certificate and system lo kata lo cream tu hemi record him lo say yes hemi plo one birth certificate so now record me everyone hemi semak no before the you make him kainya na ba you mas ko perke me say okay hemi plo one straight ya so system na you start work lehem so thank you lo tarakta John with them team lehem all start try and review him one design way all team play lo finance only develop him and also lo look security part play him and also lo allocate him some safer space then by once you test them suppose we work then you sabe allow him all narula government agencies lo sabe connect through lo that system so hemi start it na lo mi vila finalize him together with him team lo you lo DCDT before you sabe test them and suppose we hemi work then you sabe roll them out lo all narula line agencies one lo site pro e-gate payments system straight mi vila no really work lo one yet but you stop work na ya pro you kare one new financial management information system so you got one new you pin putum out lo tenda in fact lo before last week mo lo week ya we got 3 different bidders solista lo only demonstrate them all systems pro kata ya lo yumi so you got all different evaluation panelists we only consist lo kata lo DCDT o kata lo public service from any one train system whereby him include HRMIS as well and then of course team play lo finance and inside lo kata systems we kata lista present them to we got all payment systems is inside we by you sabi utilize them. So you make them say team blomi decides and by you no developing one separate one. So by you utilize them whatever by you purchase them now, yeah. So by evaluation panel, by list down lo mande lo decide lo which system now by you take them out lo trifala will make them demonstrations lo last couple of weeks. Yeah, so I think heme now so all ting where you start work heme once you finalize them all gata. Any government department or agency, want them provide them services them online. Should straightforward. And for you set one standard step where whatever system one agency want them take them, but at least must suit whatever you put them in place. Yeah, so hemena work with you start make them lo site there. Lo site lo use lo all mobile phone company systems we stop na yun. So my case mo M4 Niflay work with them katalo cream. Play you roll them out work, yeah. So you pilot them with them all kata. So last Friday nifla katol testing it happened with them all to la mobile phone companies, yeah. So basically play you put them all QR code lo the different cashiers play me. So basically nifla starting play you launch them lo week ya pe tarakta DCDT with them tarakta plo yumi lo cream oli wanda say ating lo digital week by yumi launch MA. So basically you were all different agencies plo kafman oli want them plo provide them services plo kata through lo all different QR codes yet and oli sabe tok with them plo yumi tok lo mobile phone companies ya oli sabe create them one QR codes plo ivala. Once only put lo cashiers play, meaning say you come lo one service, you scan them QR code no more, then only sabi issue one receipt lo you. I think people are thinking behind lo heme, o katalo cream only push plan from all area secretaries play me, we only start all islands play me. I think only start collect the money lo death certificate, all kind something all send, only no stop send the money play me, come kasem yumi. So that's way only one them send by. You may put QR code no more, but make them say, suppose you start whatever island where you stop, you go use scan them, money play may come directly, lo bank account you may result, got all issue receipt no more. Lo make them say at least casino lose somewhere lo road program kasi yumi. But otherwise also plan play me roll them out the full country. All government agencies will start lo whatever corner lo country play me only sabe use so. Nivla state mia by so mitalem by all ministers planning boli launch lo time lo digital week and then you may start lo should roll them out now so it depend lo one government agencies post way only one them lo utilize them platform yet and boli sa tok lo lo finance from I think nivla work with them more to follow all companies here you may establish them all accounts. And you need suppose we let's say you mean lo meteo, you mean one, then by me need lo create one sub account where me lo meteo, then by establish meteo so lika no mo liskanem at the same time you will issue receipt po kada. So I think work na you mista work na ya. Also metalem me one bigula work but me will still stop trying lo work with them all different partners, you may try make sure say whatever you may make them. Hemi work good and also hemi 7 papers play mo. I think bigula ting na play you may pusum every citizens play me play go online play use all different digital wallets where you start there. I think by me finish lo says, suppose you got any questions or me got to fla colleagues play me to stop. Chilu lo FMIS mo entry lo revenues, suppose you got any questions, might to like help me too. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. Yes. So now you are a presentation law director. What them team have? If anyone leave me got any questions? Otherwise, we got one short something na mo lo talem. Mitalam thank you lo director them team lang we. Ole sabe kama bote one good solution no while waiting, but is something that we can always use Begin tayo lo Director lo Matthew.
Thank you. Thank you lo presentation mo. Progress lo digital way forward lo, especially 2000 finance. Me question mo. So si me create one QR code also for Plometeo. Pa hemia suppose me got one international client. Me send them QR code iko isa use lo make payment. Instead lo control nara process o by one nara road.
Thank you. I think me want something where me rasa trying to talk around lehem. In fact, maneta entry test up. Storan lehem mo tayo mi vlas taron ni kami asi. Pag mi sa me mol international clients play mi use be. I think challenge play mi na mi blow you mi reconcile them. Mo blow send them receipt go back. From time we for instance was install meteo one client play mi kami mi scan them. Same time, from by me come out lo phone ya, from by me so him say yes, money me the 1,000 from something ya. And then same time by cashier blue me print the one receipt, give him le. From at least by cut one by shoot link itu lo ID lo mana. But we use stop office. Suppose we send them ID blue you come after you just take a picture of QR code and then you send them payment kan by Milano says pe huya make a payment so me one so one issue with me try to talk around lehem unless you got one portal where so you got one website I mean that's why me last talk about that by new system FMS premier by me should accommodate me so you got website me click lehem then me call portal then me sabe choose sabe pem lo so yung sa tram lo develop lo you sabe choose quick pay and fatu my cash or Visa or Mastercard then you click them then you should make a payment lo yun ka but for now QR code I think challenge ni any identity na anyone sa
So question mo blo sabotem nito you know got one way forward blo plus me like at international client work with them you blo menu sabe final details blo kata give you come and then lo verify say yes I mean all clients and then menu sabe pilot it lo you mean lo side lo ICT na ba ito about say may possible or no.
Yeah, good afternoon lo Yumevron. Lo answer them question lo Director Matthew. I think by ikampak bagan lo replacement lo mastering we department mi staff problem na yun. Wala solution we libin kami demolem kat wala supply portal. So wherever you stop lo wall you have register through lo supply portal after you make any payments whether any Mastercard, Visa card. So you me lo one department you may raise an invoice. I can send supplier. Then hemi login lo portal blame hemi sabe make a payment. So whether Mastercard, Visa card or whatever. So I think I may not blow answer them question B. Come back lo QR code. By imi haram we directly dalam si kat middleware. So middleware ya emi simply blow most of them one line agency blow come up with them own system blend. So suppose you got one own system blue, you have using QR code blow make a payment. Belo en blote system blue should be able blow transmit him receipt with them invoice details blow payment come over lo finance department. From lo en blote you mean lo record them how much revenue make them lo one kind revenue from employer but you must present them pati di ubag lo. That's why you make that middleware. I think a man lo answer Director Matthew. Any more question or comment?
I think one sorry, while all man start thinking it, one something when maybe in talk watch one last time lo inductions lo taraka we more DGs usually trial two lo usum all visa cut lo visa o mastercard lo departments and usually been trial mo katali work na yung last wait all regulations no mo lo once minister sign all new regulations then all departments only should be able to look at all Visa o Mastercard lo sabi yumi lo international purchases and payment lo Starlink all kind something also. So I think nila trial mo kata oli work finish. Nila start with the regulation mo lo emi once minister sign mo for kata then we should able lo issue mi ko all different agencies possibly want them.
Sorry, one question. You may understand say some thinking where you Mr. Call from there, you may use some current mobile wallet if you miss have a look same. For example, to all provider operator one provide them Fatu, Narvlai provide them my cash. So to wala mobile wallet ya to wala iplo two different operators. Time you may linking with them all discussion with staff kamya and me centered around reconciliation. So you may want them bring him ting lo flow NIDC with hem necessary lo kafman hem me got one on wallet hem where me one national digital wallet or one government owned. Lo make him say you may easy move or make him one convenience lo side lo reconciliation where you may stop reveal him at the moment. I mean one query no more, one thing suppose where he sound also in one direction. Yes, thank you.
Lo help answer ang question niya. I think suppose government ni kotan lo rot lo create mo on mobile wallet them. Then by no too many justice lo tula karya. From tulay putum so much investment gini lo infrastructure block ta. So nilai just use no from emi stop finish. Inoni plimi preke met plimi bagan. Tapos imi kalau mo or one imi create on mobile wallet ni I think by 5 year time bagan. Imi got wanted land lo meeting. I think imi everall imi pilih presaplo politician ini. So emia pa imi no sabe wait bagan. So pa imi use whatever imi kat. Imi go with it. Thank you.
Yes, I think lo supplement one we chilo Italian also. Nivla atras issue lo reconciliation and mena through lo all sales item. Nivla coding system we lay develop them. So no matter you use whichever lo all kata wallet ya quick pay and Fatu or my cash. Then you use one sales item where at least system is a redeem or you miss a reconcile. So and also of course you may utilize one way private sector card finish instead you may create a one separate one BME.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, Limi everyone. I think kami aton semua lo yang tarikta wate ama tulumbat ulay talam. I think lo site lo payment. Kami kata la all option o lista pa. Katuan kami e-gate facility. And now kami time where you apply through lo one you got one own system view. After you meet the Department of Finance, you provide them that e-gate facility where kami plol commercial bank. Currently, me understand that it is held with them Vodafone to like at one e-gate facility. Now, e-gate facility, me facilitate them all online payment. use one system lo one ministry or one department you got one on system you. Kaf money provide them to the Department of Finance, give me one e-gate. I give him three, let's say give him e-gate lo Vodafone, TCL and ANZ. Time you can make a payment to you, which have to either one or get up, you make a payment. That's when you apply online. Now QR payment hemi happen over the counter no. So you must understand him say QR payment hemi available no mo. Suppose hemi QR payment berarti TCL hemi available no mo customer berarti TCL. So minimum sem scam lo site lo query pro directa meet your V1 hemi tala say how na pol international payment client mi vasil sa make payment. Pali sa make payment pay given the total got one account with them TCL. Only got one account with them Vodafone, but you mean no encourage him but the most safest way you make him payment now him through lo online portal way. E-gate facility. Suppose you got one system in place after you pay through online come. So I mean, mena itula option we got. Ting new system we pa kap. Currently utilize him lo or e-gate facility utilize him lo ANZ no. Ay mista work with them TCL mo Vodafone plo implement them QR mo ko tatul kat option plo kat leakage facility plo kita once middle way mi develop them so mo tarak tawot sulum patulay mention them once hemi come up and running then you miss have utilize them leakage payment but while you miss stop with lo utilize hemi gate you miss have make use lo QR payment lo atras mo so po yaram tarak tapim talam mi atras mo kita payment lo area administrator lo collection lo pay certificate so mi stop work with them hemi pa direct taw kata through them ko mo la minister limi naya update limi no mo mi vle create mo la accounts finish lo civil registry with them Department of Finance let's make a multi testings once is threat once you get give him okay problem then mi sabi alone sir tingin man mo mandam aten on lo mo direct taw them sinativo lo pal talam thank you.
Any more questions? Suppose no, pa Mr. Move on. Me understand sa director katwa narula. And timle mo li katwa narula commitment to plo li aten lehem. Me take si mi everyone mi apilo presentation lo director please. Thank you too much sa director finance with them team liu lo presentation. Yes, me very important. Me vlay pin ko lo one interesting presentation discussion just before lunch about all economic micro hub way stop loans around one lo emua pa katnar next one lo malekula and you stop look lo solution lo payment but thank you too much lo assurum team titelo afternoon say yes ikat possibility lo may happen. Thank you too much. Mi stop look lo agenda plimi pa mi move ko lo agenda hosting and digital infrastructure update whereby kam lo department. Mi lookim director with them Dr. Chef to lay stop lo room finish. By talk time mi provide them one short update li yumi lo agenda lo hosting and digital infrastructure. Yes.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you, lo patience, lo you may everyone. In the service semi clear at the back, but I believe team by this up sharing one copy plus slide. Now task lo afternoon, I mean giving one update no more lo one government lo department, but particularly around data hosting infrastructure with them data classification regulatory framework. Lo past last NIDC, we've been making one presentation lo policy, lo data hosting infrastructure and also data classification. So one me present them lo I mean no formally launched or published, hemi in the pipeline. If one decision today say this is something we can go forward with, I believe only been formally discuss around Venice, but I mean want something we have discuss around Lembagan. So one about me talk about is me talk about legal foundation blow data hosting and classification blow Vanuatu. So but me that's look together regulation. Usually time we talk about data hosting, one pre-requirement blame me data classification. Under law government blame me National Security Council me set them up to finish one information security handbook where we classify levels of information. When it comes to digital, this is the framework that Bahami guide them you milam. So allow me some time, let me present them one away stop, and then we shall discuss over them. So the reason why we must say is because we are moving digitally. But if we are moving digitally, how now we must have a secure them or protect them, or even call them or say claim them, say we own these assets or digital assets. Hence this framework. So data hemi now the new national asset or has been the national asset. But where we store it, where you secure, how you secure them, one matter you so whenever we go through them, we got 5 classification levels, get 3 regulatory tiers. At the moment, we put them at 4 jurisdictions apart of Vanuatu where we recognize or by regulation it from up, and then of course ability or distinctions between one of them by stored sovereign inside the sovereign state of Vanuatu and one of them online. So legal foundation, why this? The Immigrant Data Protection Privacy Act, Cybercrime, Official Secrets Act, Data Digital Safety Authority Act, Recent Digital Transformation Act, then of course Government Records and Archives Act, and there are 3 more other legislations we stop. 3 regulations here, or 2 regulations here. We got drafting instruction is stop, team emi work lam. But one by emi government first one emi data classification or digital data classification. He establishing 5 different levels, 3 tiers. That starts with them labeling, handling, retention, disposal of data, and then of course governance structure them. If you got time, look data. Protection and Privacy Act, we declare them or we establish them data owners or stewards or custodians with them governance committee inside them. So that falls under the classification. For data hosting, where we start material, hosting and digital infrastructure, where and how. Let me answer them question where and how. Different tiers, where can we host? Top secret, you host it where secret or officials and even public data. Now, wherever it is, whether it's in Vanuatu or offshore, it has to be certified. So that's regulation 2. Now, in order below regulation 1 and regulation 2, which is the data classification with them data hosting, we actually implemented the needing all guidelines, compliance guidelines. How will you audit, how will you enforce them, also how will you implement them, or vice versa, implement, audit, and also enforce them, all regulations. This is most little slides, but this is maybe the important one, or classification scheme. 5 levels, 3 tiers. Tier 1, top secret. Tier 2, secret. Tier 3, official or sensitive. Tier 4, official. And last one, 5, public. Sorry, Tier 1, top secret. Tier 2, secret and official. Tier 3, official and public, but they fall in level where at 5 level. The top one extreme, level 5, level 4 high, level 3 medium, and then 2 and 1 low and accessible throughout low public. Based to classification or low classification, there are some critical or players inside. First one data owner. Law government, maybe to context law government, organization by maybe different or public by different. But law government, you must have proposed say any senior officers or directors above. Look around accountability and also management of a few law and approvals or classifications and all law site law data. So those are the data owner. Number 2, controller who now determine purpose and meaning blow how you must have a process or use more data according to legislations. We stop data processes or the process data on our behalf or behalf of controller. Then data steward, designated by or separate data owner. Unfortunately, sorry, all parts all terms are technical, but hopefully we can share this later. But then we distinguishing between all different key people or different key players allow successful or proper way to classify them data and also host them as well. Then we have the data custodian, and of course the agency data governance committee where look around transparency, also accountability when it comes to data management inside Vanuatu. Handling matrix blame. Sorry again, Sunday not clear, but at the top here we have controls, we have public official, we have sensitive, secret and top secret, and we tell them all different. Something we use one hosting, not one encryption type, or and then encryption time move data, move access control cross border, and also how you dispose them. So you give him guidelines to when
information emi declared as official or public, one emi should use them, or how emi should use them, one type of encryption or technology use them, and so forth. Similarly with the official and sensitive and secret and also top secret as well. By you top secret long, because it's in red, it means that top secret document or data time classified as top secret. The rule is by no savvy let them out country go outside data. They always stored inside. And we have the sovereign core encryption, but you should be using like AES 265, 256. You must have within country, you must cut all processors, national security clearance, all kind of documents, yeah. After him, you must be tagged with them all prohibited guidelines as to who can access, who not, and disposable blame. Unlike the other ones where you use standard delete, for example, public information where you right click and delete, have physical destruction. Suppose you stored one hard disk or something, then you must take them out, you shred them, you plug them on hard drive and so forth. The other ones you can encrypt, destroy them or distract them or something, but when it comes to top secret, the key problem is a little bit different. Well, hosting tier, that is in terms of classification. Huh? Now, when it comes to hosting requirements, so we got 3 tier, top tier, tier 2 and tier 3, top secret and tier 1. And we emphasize now that behind you always stop on-prem, no should call cloud, no offshore replication too. Must stop inside. Tier 2 is secret and official or sensitive. It can be within Vanuatu, on-prem, certified offshore private cloud within country, and so forth. Official, public cloud is like, and it comes down to us. Suppose you look say hosting requirement, tight to us, for example, the sensitive and official that current infrastructure me also we relax them. Means we must go hash lo how na you have a secure data where place goes down, and that comes now discussions around data sovereignty, which is by me look later, or concept of data embassy, where by me this look again later. Otherwise, within the country or fan cloud or private cloud government, the sovereign cloud architecture, then we should implement them tier 1, with them tier 2 or tier 3 in place under low and hybrid approach. As you may look finish, government got cloud stop with them Azure or Microsoft. Hopefully later we got AWS tendency to all recognized jurisdiction. At the moment, me put one something blame me discuss them but Australia, one zone or Eastern Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, and Fiji, one potential area too. Australia, no doubt, most low traffic blame I think route New Zealand, also one redundant at the moment, and also Singapore. It can be US, it can be UK, but it come down now, say which one I want them put them inside law regulation. Fiji is just strategical because all current connection blame call law. Why this force and Italian Venice? Not only just because only close by we got relationship, but a legal framework around how we handle personal data, information security, and aligned to what we have. That's why I'm select them. Rule of law. Data protection authority, diplomatic and economic or security region relationship, or certified too. Infrastructure also hosted by them. Well, this can be anyone. Who? And then of course data hosting. Hemi also flexible when it comes to why this for. One NARA something where classification or hosting program Mr. Lam is by me must select them all different tiers here who can offer those. There are criteria where government or government Blovanoto or people Blovanoto is have own them or host them. But when it comes to different category of classification, issue is, or not the issue, but the concept is you have to identify or classify all information before you decide by fall in law which tier. Infrastructure standard. This one I put sorry, all list of different international standards we have usum. Under the physical and environment, under the cyber, and also the cryptography we technology or framework we adopt them for those various hosting and even classifications. There are quite a number of it. They're all international standards and recognized. But it's just a matter of where now or how now by use them. Now, interesting things that I'm using one cloud service, automatically all standards shall be activated. But it come down laws play and regulations play me recognize some different services also sovereign data play notice I stop them. When it comes to incident respond, same thing. How do we or incident reporting? Sorry. How do we actually cater for? If fall in low severity, you got S1 when critical, then S2 when high, medium and low. Anything to do with them critical or hosting or even classification, window blow actually report them and it has to be within an hour. Anything we follow high, it has to be within 24 hours. Medium, 72 hours, and then low, quarterly. So you got longer time, blow me. So we report them, and that is also attack or natural disaster, hit him, and all those things happen. All entities we stop. We probably look various categories. Yeah, we stop low. Only respond. The regulations to Vila regulations are quite long. The draft we prepare and we stop them around 85 pages, quite long. But you me work through them and go as far as compliance. Taking checklist, there are different phases to it. Me put them in 5 different phases. Help me discussion. First one, me discovery. Then me classify, remediate, and then operate and monitor. And then last one, me review and improve. When it comes to the compliance cycle, hosting especially, in consideration law classification law data. Compliance here by you follow one model we stop maturity model where M1 initial awareness and documentation or understandable different policy and consistency outline everything we stop or preparation. Then M2 development, you may look at policy in place, how you may look work them, even inventory, different types of assets and stuff, identify more data owner, and of course start them classification model stuff. Then there's the defined comprehensive classification, and then we have the managed with time we quantify more compliance matrix we start them. Of course, last one the ongoing improvement, which is M5. Pathway to enforce them by me suggest them say me through 7 stages. Stage 1 engagement, improvement notice, compliance direction, admin penalties, suspend or revoke or base law or classification and hosting requirements, or repart, and of course if there's anything we violate any laws play me, then that's the 7th stage, which is criminal prosecution. It come into play. Now as it stop draft regulation, I tell them say I'll fine me up to 100 million or imprisonment go up to 12 years. But this is something we need to start not discuss. Also seeking more legal advice to ensure we harmonize across all different legislations. Me too. Roadmap plan. Me put them say all time me launch. When me come into effect, first 12 months. When immediate, me will tier 1 data full compliance. Me design all data owner stewardship, establishing data governance committee and so forth. Between 12 and 24 months, tier 2 execution, and then 24-36, tier 3 execution blow entire work towards hosting infrastructure regulation and also data classification regulation. In short, within the first 90 days, if we are enforcing or going this direction, these are the 5 different actions within 90 days. Regulatory framework as first one, inventory second one. You may designate them with different owners, establishing governance committee, and then you may submit him transition plan to DCDT or ministry responsible, and of course engagement part with them on cloud centers or any other providers will start within reach your collaboration. That is about all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas, Doctor. No presentation, no update. We give him time. Any questions or any comments? Director Meteo.
Thank you, Lo presentation. Sorry, we got question by Lo cloud. Regulation is not commit pe mi vilay when them start movie ko lehem so mi wanda when them lo all data weather data climate data mi movie ko lo cloud lo got beta you say fix mi si time stop someplace. Advice mo when them na mi vilay should make them play me. Became say while he may stop pending it, but you follow some road to a you will he agree him or you follow him. Should just follow road there, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you, Director. Very good question. This is advice, some response from my personal capacity, no more. But when I look at Department of Government is that's how we go. Service must go. Then no regulatory framework can be. And now, the recent act for digital transformation it is passed. I tell them by giving out compliance certificates. No any new solution. So which means for any government department or ministry really want to cut one solution, only run them through. Now with them cloud data, with them context view that can be regarded as official, depend how you want to classify. Personal identifiable information or one blueprint or one something also no regarded as some top secret or by falling under law extreme layer of law and law. Hemia official public, Mr. Lobse, that can go to cloud as me talam Lobse. Secure them now, you want something. That if you use one cloud solution, you may check them. That have meeting all requirements, please when we vaguely state them Lobse. So public data, you may not got any hard control, you can put it anywhere stuff. But I think the best practice for concern or requirements for government is make sure you use a certified, reputable source provider, and then you will look mechanisms to how secure and protect them data. You make government push through that. You may understand the department or ministry say some cloud finish where they're using it. You advise they use Australia for one. When a second part of regulation is you may formalize them say for data blow Vanuatu stand Australia, Singapore, New Zealand, or Fiji, or it could be US, depending on which country you may accept them, and you're right. But that has to be official or public data, or is official public. The secret or sensitive or top secret, that is a no parliament style. How do we know which data it is? Classification part now come into play. So personally, I think it's okay. You've been talking with them department for some time already, and with them with the data, it's public data, I would say. So it's okay to go on the cloud. Not a few blame. So I look say, am I gonna be commercializing this data or not? That's another mechanism where or consideration of what's available later. But as long as we deploy all the necessary encryption, for example, was him to tell them say me fall under law sensitive by me heme. Sorry, me no clear good. Let me offshore. And me must apply AES 265 encryption. And me time me move data move. But me must got TLS latest one 1.3 apply them. Access control by me role based, meaning say you give him no more who you need to access him, shouldn't be public. And then cross border, again, you permit him say who knows how I got access to the data. Yeah? Of course, disposal, let me start you back. So those are some mechanisms we start to place. I hope me answer. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you lo presentation. Sorry, mi kaminya from lo project lo Mr. Woglem lo tam cable project ya. Got one component be mo iba mi generating plan data and then mi bin sa wo putem director meteo ne the moment putem lo directors lo climate change from ba you generating plan data and some lo data pali very sensitive and already mi bin sa tok lo last week lo New Caledonia lo li hostem mo data lo New Caledonia. So mi establishing lo when mi stop talemane sta question mi se how come ba yumi save mi kem se ba yumi save mi utem directamente utem la lo utibla yumi save talem lo kita se no sam lo data ya li really sensitive and from ba yumi must convince him on foreign entity ya lo ba yumi bring him back all data li campaign chat lo bisa lo state from some of them could be life threatening data and ba yumi save mi kem public from yumi no ande mol kaino some rayo or something or some so si mitok buat say tomorrow by katwan tsunami by kam by no ane selman ul say first time at least from by mi sabi ko kasam no some stages so bali sabi predicting to te by sabi kat some earthquakes or something sama lol level technology uli by mi taram lo launch me and also ba lo sa lo level lo all sea or marine lives all extinction also no sama so ba all very critical data so you need to manage them very quietly so mi want them civil taram factor say how na ba yung sabi hostem all data ya mahawani yung sabi convince yung French government but alam mo kata say hey some all data ya may blame fla please karamok tayo kambak labas because there will be a lot of data. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharad. Low question. Yeah, we've been sub discussing a little bit finish and the message flow DCTT kolo director is ownership lo data ya. Who na own them? Suppose who you own them na by sabi talem clear say we're not data by town. But you rightly talem by look lo place heme sensitive or official sensitive by must onshore. Yeah, either town lo government data center or East town by must town inside lo Vanuatu. So it means say by me must dialogue with the model talem say if anything if fall under lo sensitive you must carry back Vanuatu. So discussion with the model is lo talem say sensor or one yes or smart data yeah it should come down with the Yumi lo Vanuatu. How you may go about talk with the moda or deal with the moda is comes down to our law and we do have those laws in place so me point them law beginning where we provide them all avenues why those come into play. Now at the moment by me must clearly outline them now say data who we own them. Once you say who we ownable them which is this slide, then by Talam say we're placed now by data is down. My pure advice is if it's very sensitive, it has to come into Vanuatu. It has to be controlled and managed by Vanuatu. Yeah. Sorry, minusay mi answer mi clear or no way?
Cyber security no mo o angle blow national security to come inside?
Angle blow national security I come down.
Okay.
So it means the value of it. It means awesome serati talent. If you disclose them or you mistake fall down the wrong hand, it can cause harm and all those things. But mostly valuable and not, yeah, that's why I'm quite sensitive.
Yes, so I think discussion with them Ogatalo national security anything we stop lo area blumi so ske boleh pas semi tata blumi.
Exactly.
So lo Angolia you should convince mo kata anything anda lo solwara mo territory blo Vanuatu me blo Vanuatu. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So because of technology by claims we got solution, encryption and all play yet legal too by me playing big part. Technology can play the part, legal stuff. So my advice is we have those legislation, but contracts now very important and MOUs here. Whether they like it or not, if it's collected from our place by default, it's owned by people of Vanuatu. So that message has to be clear to them. Thank you.
2028. Mi wani sabi mo so all time frame with them or something where you list him dite. Pa mi sabi achieve memelo putem time we will start predicting ya. From by catch all data will start generated lo around September, October same.
This is projected for 3 years. The first one will official and all data. Depending on big man, with our pushing it, you sign regulations, they come into effect now. Then you miss pushing. Hence, lo beginning lo plesya, usually you miss up develop regulation mo. But after a lot of looking around this one, you make me fast track, you implement them or enforce them faster. You may develop compliance guidelines. Make say time whoever responsible is sign them, minister sign them. After them, you may must work them like guideline they implement them. So yes, our timeline may quite narrow, but if tomorrow PM is I sign them by Kutumas. We also we have a draft of these two regulations. Them drafting instruction is around 85 pages. It requires a team a legal team go through and look regulation before him say tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more comments or questions? Otherwise, we take say all discussions leave the agenda and we close. Thank you, Dr. Lo presentation. Thank you, Lo update. You may move Ficolo next agenda WME. Next agenda WME where me other matters to NIDC members for attention law together or attention law members. Mr. Baskem to follow policy team blow TCTT. Lo itu lai tekem yumi through law lada matters way minute law karem attention blow members law this afternoon. Thank you, Joseph and Clayton.
So me take him attention play me small time ikam lo subject agenda blo atamatas play me also way you been harem tite lo morning you may been talem small or mention him small say by you may deliberate lo samfala ting we hem stop lo minutes lo last meeting or some lo points where you been stop lo outcome document lo last NIDC meeting lo week los September number 15 lo 2025. So one lo ting way stop and me blow you me talk about them little bit about them Tor we have in terms of reference blow all committee members. By you notice him say lo afternoon de them by you mean no more charm straight ko lo Tor reason being is bamba hemi pop up lo one nara discussion because you me understand say the time where you me talk about Tor lo NIDC lo hemi no bin basit this time you me got lo screen lo place but you look provision below where hemi talem new flag composition where NIDC need to informed lehem hemena hemi stop lo screen ya. So hem number by you meet deliberate lehem lo this afternoon lo subject agenda lo atamatas playumi also we stop lo program playumi. So lo you meet come straight lo point by you look lo act lo provision we stop section 9 by you look you got actually 8. We got one establishment lo National Digital Transformation Steering Committee. eme stop straight lo way currently stop. Since lo ibas, Yumi lo governance level lo seme NIDC we comprise lo all stakeholders we li form composition lo governance structure lo digital sector lo yumi o ecosystem lo yumi digitally yumi no hole one meeting until today emi first one. So emi make sense lo yumi dalam se before lo yumi lo meeting lo tete pambay yumi luglug lo composition we stop. Ikat mi wala tripin story small lehem lo morning ya antar rekta hemi talem lo yumi teke mor sem atamatas inside lo agenda lo yumi tete and purpose lo preview yumi lo yumi o lo clarify lo yumi say yumi need to set them up composition lo committee by way of start the dialogue no lo find them out say who ya all straight representative ya we two emi all representatives lo government and naratu only all representatives lo ICT sector lo nation plimi lo country plimi. But you know them lo section A hemi dalam director general who is the chairperson of the committee hemi actually tichi lo ministry lo prime minister we hemi actually chair lo committee we staff we hemi national digital transformation steering committee. So ting blo yumi lo this afternoon some of la friend blo yumi or colleagues blo yumi li step out finish. Oli pin step out finish lo meeting da yumi stop tok elia lo morning be yumi pin outline sem by lo afternoon be yumi talk about small hemia. So first one by me accept them also we stop lo law finish director general lo ministry lo prime minister we me minister responsible to lo ICT hemi chair lo committee of 5 persons or 5 people and 2 hemi tuhula narawan staff. So tuhula representative lo government misawe garem any feedback from flow lo who you meeting se tuhula ya be suppose you mi luglug lo structure with them governance way is set up finish lo place ya lo government level emi one director general emi substown or some chair emi give me one indication finish a person tuhula ya tuhula stop lo same maka kalipa we emi stop lem. So lo presence play me by minute lo talem also se tuhula people la tuhula come out lo which ministry directly ya indirectly by him now. So we give him flow you open small time please you give him so she make one nomination but please you justify why you think say teaching lo ministry ya hemi should stop also one lo tuhula representative lo government ya. Suppose Clayton or Dr. Chev, I got any something blow atem, please atem on lo one way you me haram finish, please.
Okay. Ting lo tuvula representative ya ting ikat one informal discussion when we will have been cut and by me propose me come back lo you me lo flow. Ting we me stop me tuvula representative lo nara government institution or ministry tuvula representative yang by me. Ministry of Finance, teaching Ministry of Finance with them. Ministry, teaching Ministry of Climate Change. So, tuwala nang by represent them Olnara government Olnara government line agency we by tuwala part lo composition lo committee we mistap. Ting we mistap yan si why nivulay proposal tuwala and by kam lo yumi discuss mi vulay game ting blo yula. Climate change, yung isa si country blo mi impact plan di lo climate change. And blo drive digital transformation na iko agenda we Ministry blo Prime Minister by mi take lead lehem we DCTT mista lead him. impact plot climate change sa mipi kwanto mas lo country blo yumi and humanity teach blo climate change blo yumi stop lo look say where place now by ICT or digital transformation by MCV camp lo help pusum innovation is a kasem every remote or rural areas blo around Vanuatu. And nara proposal where mi wala bin discussion lo morning mi ministry blo finance mi sa say finance money mi always stop lo finance and blo make em say easy blo all initiative we kahman mi sta come up with them or yumi all ministry or department mi sta want them pass mi go through lo national digital transformation steering committee finance teach mi sa stop lo confirm si yesikat money or you know kat money or em sa stop lo pusum ting yumi ko si yesi kat money blo yumi sa pusum all initiative blo yumi blo sa kasamol people blo yumi or mi provide them service kasamol all citizens blo yumi around lo Vanuatu. So emena tu vula representative we yumi want them karamat lo 13 ministries sa yumi chusum climate change teachable climate change with them teachable finance be stable flow na blo yumi discuss blo Mentalam say yes to wala ipes plus stable blesya onokat but otherwise we believe teachable climate change mo teachable finance only work close mo lo teachable BMO we likat good relationship ya we misi blo lisave discuss all issues in matter in relation to digital transformation or ICT development lo Vanuatu.
Any question? Any clarification?
Putum stable flow you wala game ting blo you wala.
Okay, feta lo wanem senior policy analyst mitalem yumi got 3 pillars yumi got social, yumi got environment, mo yumi got economic pillar. Eme istablo Vanuatu National Sustainable Development Plans pos we yumi everyone istablo sekolia Ministry of Finance em istablo economic. Ministry of Prime Minister cheya hem lo social ya. So who are we missing? Environment. Okay?
Joseph, mi want them ba mi trabuto man ting ting no mo since we will allow blow we will allow flow we will flag him in something thing. You must talk about the digitalizations flow all services per country and they may talk about digitalization of service per country by minuto sum all computer by minuto sum all table by minuto sum all citizens per country. And the first thing that you need to do flow you need digitalize them and all human beings you know. How na you digitalize all ITs flow man how you digitalize all services where and deal with the all information flow all citizens. Before you go start to talk about you digitalize them finance sector, you digitalize them climate change and so on. So me stop propose why you will no one you include them digital internal affairs. From meeting selo plisana by me save start making say digitalizations for human beings, for emails for citizens for country. By me say push forward area before you start lo digitalize mo sector law or services for you law country. And one proposal mo sa mtalembe finance minister pe second one na may starting thing setting mo beta internal affairs. I just one thing mo. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone more? June, anything ding?
Any more with justification, please? Thank you, Mr. Chirat. Me well noted, Secretariat. Me take note lo point where me raised. Any narawan? Any point from regulator or to operator? Please. Speaking from outside, mivla inside is the propose. One look from outside, outset. Thank you. Okay, can I have a feedback from Vodafone and then we go to Digicel?
So sem eme you mista toko pate ame two representative with Vila Stablo Kafman. Tuvula must be all DJs. And post sumi kam luglugi kam lo ikat two representative makin lo ICT sectors. And with them eme ba you mino sa chusum photofone DCL. From you mika to lara SP2 will stop when balise why Vila ikaram tuvula be mi Vila ino stop. So you must carry one way me override and me over looking all get everyone. And lo tuvula representative lo ICT sector one way me Vila is the proposal mi kam lo yumi lo flow emi TRPR. When by mi rep lo one lo ICT sector sa and narawana by yumi need lo yumi talem se una by mi stop inside with them by mi stop with them TRPR lo tuvula isave representative lo ICT sector lo all private sector so by yumi na lo flow yumi talem se wu emi narawan when by mi stop with them TRPR.
Clayton, me no shoot talk them because me look ten out limited. Me no really reflect them. Play me make one decision on them. Me propose you me put them out me come out lo one approach one way you say me is you me agree lo meeting lo TTC me karam make offline you me send them out online and only put them all interest ka especially lo to wala ICT sector ilugulog ko taon lo number 2 mi talam si pai hola movies not exceeding 3 years so by sub change why not you give him one fair playground blow katali send them interest so you may have to put them out on expression of interest clarify all terms and conditions yeah and then talam mo send them interest then by one committee is town blow formalize them thank you.
Thank you, Tokta. Any more thing?
Secretary, note them point raised, please.
Looks like namukat by Yumi.
Okay, me take him say one way me like from lo front of Blesia. Yosem you me reach him one you got 2 point in rest. By you me not them also we talk to Cheve mitalem. You need to call them off now because composition play me and reflect them position where you miss stop them, blow it especially point number 2. So by you me suppose you right lo you me by consciousness you may accept them say by you may take them off and you may follow one different approach one separate approach lo make them say you may sabe make them 2 representative here lo ICT sector and may sabe come into ping lo act way stop one way stop me osem lo NIDC tete by next agenda play by me talam another flat pro meeting But you may believe or some say by the next state of that next meeting, you may should cut some composition niya, may form finish. So, now you may give him or some one thing going forward, lo one way stop because act itself ikat all provisions we may stop lo mode way stop roll out now you may start implement them now. So by composition niya, we may talk about it lo Digital Transformation Steering Committee is very critical. Pro make them suas governance part pro act. You may formalize them as and when as required. Pro things move. Thank you. We came back microphone. Go back lo.
Thank you too much, Joseph. Thank you. I think lo agenda you may resolve lo karamata ko back lo looking one of la approach lo you may take him and I think by the next NIDC meeting you may should cut one this is any mate lehem by yumi move straight me karam yumi blo yumi golo afternoon tea. Pa you look lo agenda W say yumi katol group work blo make but eventually by me no able blo make me met till afternoon with them number blo yumi we me present inside the room. Pa yumi go straight lo afternoon tea after the afternoon tea. Oh, sorry, pa mi karam yumi kolo agenda uplo the next NIDC meeting date. Yumi normally yumi karam meeting lo each quarter. NIDC yumi should sit down lo each quarter lo throughout lo ya. The next meeting date for the next NIDC by yumi lo next quarter, which is manis lo August, July, June, July or August, you should cut the next NITC meeting. So, pa yumi so June or July, manis lo June or July, pa yumi should looking
Okay, moderator, sorry, me propose next meeting blo yumi suggestion lo flow say mi gat lo July or August for two reasons. First, last time yumi bin gat lo September. After we yumi finish lo September, blo yumi recall them one more meeting back again from last quarter. Difficult. So September hemi one last month is blo number quarter 3, yes. So by yumi no saya pusum yumi ko lo September for that particular reason. Pro yumi stop stress lo all employer. So proposal is stop lo manis lo August or July. Time yumi start look lo manis lo July. Look also say got full up all events so this happen to lo July. So he give me one indication say one manis na hemi proper. That leaves us with the month of August. But suppose we you mean no leave me go late too much, blow you me track August ya, ikasem September pa again, then by your right little bit. So Mr. propose him somewhere first or second week, blow manis blow August was suggestion put forward.
Thank you. First or second week August. Also one suggestion where me come. Any naravla suggestion? Thank you, Rocha. Second them. Any narvala date or any narvala proposed date? Anyone ikat? Mistret? Otherwise, you may take them say Mistret. Secretary, please you note them down. Proposed date. No next NIDC meeting. So first week of August. You may cut next NIDC meeting beli yumi. By mistap move ikolo closing remark lo tarekta after pa yumi kolo afternoon tea then yumi move iko back lo various office plimi NIDC meeting by yumi close. Ting lo piaf lo department lo piaf lo tarekta. Mi tekem time up lo talam thank you too much lo discussion suwe ya pentete. Thank you lo yumi we yumi present lo room sam lo colleagues plimi o liko back finish nara site lo town o liko lo office lo kata. But lo yumi we yumi staff once again mi vila talam thank you lo yumi everyone. Thank you lo continuous support and digital transformation journey lo Vanuatu mi work lo yumi everyone. Lo every sector we yumi staff lehem ikat component lo digital transformation and thank you too much lo yumi lo private sector. Thank you lo tuvala ISP o trivala ISP well staff tete wotem yumi. Thank you lo Prima as well we yumi staff wotem yumi tete lo room. Representative from Prima, thank you lo director Meteo. Thank you lo always present lo every NITC. Thank you lo support lo you. Thank you lo narvala line agency so some language department staff wotem yumi. CRIMS, TLA, Thank you too much lo stawat imi TRPR of course. Thank you too much lo all discussions today. Thank you lo finance we stop with them Yumi and of course all development partners. All development partners will present with them immediately through Lotea half of the day. Some will katali mas kupak from all pressing matters. But otherwise, Lopiaf Lo department, thank you too much. NIDC pa you always stop also public forum play me. Every discussions play me, all resolutions we me formulate them out lo discussions play NIDC. And now we want we pa me carry forward ikolo that committee we me must set them up. The steering committee we pa imi set them up and mi lug lo outcome documents we imi formulate them inside pa forum lo NIDC. So pa NIDC mi no to with them NIDC pa imi always stop and imi one forum we pa imi karam input from everybody and imi formulate them one outcome document lo copy for lo steering committee we pa imi need to set them up so we act italem. Thank you too much. Lo imi everyone and imi look forward lo looking each one lo imi bagan lo next NIDC meeting where pa secretariat yet pa me send them out the next date lo meeting and agendas lo yumi everyone. Pa me kindly ask him yumi everyone stand up also all time. Pa yumi must close them all event yumi open event with them one word of prayer. Pa yumi must close them with them one word of prayer. Pa me ask him yumi everyone is stand up. Clayton, senior policy analyst, suppose we use have a close your time limit with one word of prayer, and you also prayer from afternoon tea where Mr. outside limit take part him. Thank you too much.
Okay, you may close my, you may pray every father, me will tell him thank you, lo spirit lo kivan blue, where me will ask him lo start lo program lo me will, and you send me come Mr. Water me will ask me like come blow, and lo discussions lo me will papa God me will put everything ko pak lo hand you, me kiting. Spirit block family by me direct me vla lead me vla blow me vla save come up with them all initiative we by me save help provide them service to all people blow me vla around Lofanato and Papa God me vla pray from every plannings everything they we me stop me by you bless them help me vla blow me vla save successfully blow carry out also we me stop and stop with me vla some already blow this me slow place go back lol ferres almost blow me vla by kiting spirit blocky family by me always stop with me vla you stop with all families blow me vla and you protect me vla lo any mountains and Papa God before me vla save take them reversement when stop me vla skim blow by you bless them provide them lol gata well no kat also me vla kat lo afternoon la me vla make them pray lo nem blocking chest bless to make them pray also amen.
Thank you too much. Afternoon tea stop lo place we got morning tea tell him. Please, karang one cup of coffee with a one small refreshment before you stop cross solwata lo poti ko pak nar site ko pak lo office sino ko lo house be ko pak lo office. Thank you too much.